Hey everyone, it is Velvet. Welcome back to more Persona 3 FES. In the last one, we had career counseling. In this one, we are going to be maxing out Aigis' social link. I'm very excited. Because we're going to be able to unlock Metatron, then we're going to be able to unlock Orpheus Telos, as well as complete the rest of the Fusion Raid requests. Because there are like 5. I've talked about this many times before already, but there are like 5 gated behind Metatron. And then you unlock Metatron at like the very end of the game. It's so mean. Why'd they do that? Okay. And we go to sleep. Crunch time. Hi, Aigis. You're the only one it could be. Ah, Kira-san. Although we are seated next to each other, yep, I am free. I'm free. We will be hanging out. Do not you worry. There is no longer anyone else for me but you. You have me all to yourself. Thank you very much. Shall we go? The wind is calm today. I don't detect the usual scent of the sea. Aigis suddenly became quiet. I'm sorry about last time. Perhaps my heart is becoming more and more like that of a human, but as a result, I have realized something. The heart and body are inseparable. A human heart can only function normally within a human body. Have you ever come here alone with a female on any occasion before, Takeda-san? Perhaps you gazed out at the view and spoke quietly. Oh, I didn't mean to pry. I was just curious. We have, but, let's play it smooth instead. I'm doing it now. Huh? I'm only shaped like a female. And besides, I'm a machine. Aigis is acting fidgety. Actually, I was becoming a little worried. At school, I am seen as a human female. I was concerned that if I stayed with Akira-san too much, it could cause a misunderstanding. If that is the case, please tell me right away. I wouldn't want to act as a barrier to you becoming close to female humans. Aigis sounds as if she's trying to convince herself. Why this all of a sudden? The view from this rooftop is wonderful. Avoiding the question, huh? Then we don't have to talk about it. We can just spend time with each other like this. That's fine. That must be why when I come here after school, sometimes I find a couple alone here. They might be leaning against one another, or embracing. I never gave it a second thought before, but lately it pains me to see them. I have probably come to realize that this is a sort of connection I can never attain. The closer my heart becomes to that of a human, the more I realize how much sets us apart. Just because my heart is developing doesn't mean I can actually become human. I have known this from the beginning, of course, but only recently have I realized something. I have another wish, one just as precious as my desire to live. My realization is that this second wish can never be granted. Aigis seems very distressed. I'm sorry. I lost control of myself again. It's okay, Aigis. You feel what you feel, and as I've said before, you do need to process those feelings somehow. So, feel what you need to. But this feeling that you are precious to me will never change, no matter what happens. I'm happy to hear that. A mysterious voice rings in your head. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou shalt have our blessing when thou choosest to create a persona of the Aeon Arcana. The Aigis social link has reached level 8. Your power to create personas of the Aeon Arcana has grown. No, that's not right. Until now, I have always referred to you as something precious to me, but that is not the correct way to express this feeling. However, if I were to use the proper words, I know it would never come true, and Aigis ran off. Oh, Aigis. Must be so lonely.
Oh, hey!
Only 5 days until the promised day. Well, we're going there to break that promise. Hey, do you want to go to Tartarus tonight? I want to be ready. That I do not. Thank you for asking, though. Farm found 5 eggs already with no yolks. According to the village legend, eggs like these are signs of extreme misfortune. The villagers are becoming terrified that a catastrophe is about to happen. I guess. I don't quite understand what it means to live yet, so my career counseling was really confusing. But I know that if I'm with you, everything will be okay. The day is almost here. Won't be any second chances. Yep. Understand how Junpei-kun feels. Cup ramen. No idea what's going on in Junpei's head. Deciding the future, and the future is like train track. Yeet. Ha. Man, I feel so bad for Aigis. Because, yeah, as I said, that must be so lonely. Just knowing that there's something different about you, that it's a bridge that you can never fully breach. But even so, I care for Aigis. Very much so. And I hope she can learn to understand that being different isn't necessarily a bad thing. That there is value in her own uniqueness, you know? You know? Words are hard, but... Although we're... Yep, this is the same message. I'm surprised it's not different depending on what's coming up next. But, being seated next to us is awkward. Or meeting us in the hallway is awkward, rather. Excuse me. Hi, Aigis. Let us hang out, my dearest. Back up here again, huh? Isn't it interesting how the sunlight on a clear winter day seems stronger than it is during the summer? Perhaps it's because the sun is lower in the sky, and you don't have to look up to see it. I've gotten used to this view, but it's never exactly the same. The same could be said of one's daily routine, or of life itself. That's, very, very thoughtful. And you're right, but where's that coming from, I wonder? The fated day is almost here. January 31st. You're right, it is. It's very close. I come here in order to think. I can't let this end. I must protect it. Thoughts like that. Aigis is smiling. Since last time, I have calmed myself by thinking things through. I thought about the old lady and Muley-san, as well as Kiyoshi-san. I wonder if Muley-san was alone until the moment of her death, someplace no one could find her. I think the old lady wanted to be there for her at the end. To live means to be connected to other people, but life is finite, and farewells are inevitable. It's sad to consider, but you and I must part one day as well. And then, I'll never be able to see you again. There's so much in life that cannot be understood. It's filled with pain. You meet others, forge relationships, and spend time with them. Then they are gone, leaving you behind. Leaving you alone. When I consider that, I can no longer hold back my feelings. But I understand now. That's just how it is. No two viewings are alike. No 2 days are alike. It's natural for everything to disappear, return, and remain in a constant state of change. Life is finite and ephemeral. That is precisely what makes it precious to use, showing us that we shouldn't waste it. It's a miracle for any two like-minded people to meet within the chaotic flux. That's why forging bonds and relationships is a source of happiness. That is the root cause of the joys of being alive. It's not a cold, but a warm kind of sorrow, shining more brightly as a result of its limits. If I think of it that way, there's no time to falter or hesitate. I need to tell you, even if my wishes are unfulfilled, I have to share my true feelings. You feel Aigis' strong resolve, and I will listen to those feelings. Akira-san, I love you. Aigis looks embarrassed. I know that I'm a machine. I know that I can't be touched. But I don't know why. All I can see or think about is you, Akira-san. I love you so much that I feel I may break down somehow. You sense Aigis' strong affection towards you. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou shalt have our blessing when thou choosest to create a persona of the Aeon Arcana. The Aigis social link has reached level 9. Your power to create personas of the Aeon Arcana has grown. I'm sorry. I can't think of anything to say. I wonder if something really has broken inside of me. I feel so happy. We should go back. I'll go ahead. I can't look at you now. See you later. I guess. love Aigis so much.
Where have you been?
Oh. Favorite character. I've said that before, but I adore her. I'm up for going to Tartarus whenever you want. We've come so far. Nothing's more important than this. Tomorrow. Woman scolded a group of teenagers for spraying graffiti. She was subsequently stabbed by one of the youth, as the rest of them fled the scene. Doctors say the woman was lucky and that her wounds will take around 1 week to heal. Jesus Christ. I'm glad she's okay. I don't quite understand what it means to live yet. Oh, yeah, you did say that. Looks like everybody's still talking about Junpei's cup ramen that he's had 3 days in a row, as if it's his last one. Which is, he's really savoring that cup ramen. I respect it. But it's very funny. Okay, everybody has the same things to say, it seems. Okay, so one more day until well, no, not until anything. One more day and we'll max out Aigis, and then we can go and do our funny little things with with our persona fusions and our fusion raids. It's gonna be great. Hi, Miss Toriyumi. Let's see. Today is the last composition class for January. As they say, January walks and February runs. It'll be another new year in a flash. But before that, we've got our final exams, so don't get too relaxed. Anyway, just look at me. I manage to come to school every day, so you can too. It's your job. You get paid to do this. Even though if I had the choice, I'd have slept in at home. Lots of scary people in town now. You feel tired. Of course I will stay awake. Those apathy syndrome rumors have been all over TV lately. Same with those cult members. How did things end up this way? Well, this is what they said on TV yesterday. It's a disease born from modern society, where the darkness in their hearts completely takes over. They say it's inevitable in a hopeless society like ours, and that its victims are victims of society. But I think that's wrong. Everyone has darkness in their hearts, but they fight against it, right? It's true that hope isn't something you come across so easily in our society. But that hardly gives them license to give up. They should be able to stand on their own 2 feet. Anyway, that's what I thought. Yeah. Modern society does suck in a lot of ways. But that doesn't mean you can just give up. Things will only get better if you keep going. I hope you were paying attention, class. Something profound like that is bound to be on the final exam. Yeah? Alright. Good to know. Okay. It is time to max out our final link. Hi, Aigis. Do you have anything new to say here, or... Nope, still awkward to meet in the hallway. Understood. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, let's talk. I do have time. I'm not sure if I can explain it very well, but... Yes, let's spend time together. I would like to show you my room. I would like you to see how I live, and, of course, please show me. Kinda looks like an arsenal. Got a lot of bullets, we've got your computer, and I'm assuming that's where you recharge. Oh, please don't worry. The shells on the floor are only blanks. There is no gunpowder in them. There's a fire extinguisher back there. So, what do you think of my room? Are you surprised? To be honest, I was hesitant to invite you here. I have no heartwarming or pleasant decorations. Well, you can start putting them up now, can't you? I'm sure that's allowed. And besides, this room is unique as well. I don't think it's a bad thing for your room to show off your nature like this. It's very you. It's hard to believe that I once thought this room was normal. Aigis looks embarrassed. But that's why I wanted to show it to you. As you can see from the decor, I'm a machine. I'm not like human women, such as Yukari-san or Mitsuru-san. That used to make me sad, but I figured something out. Did you? It's something I can only say because I am unable to die. What is it? I will never leave you, no matter how or when your life comes to an end. At that moment, I will be at your side. You will remain in my heart. I'm so very honored about that, Aigis. Thank you. That brings me a lot of comfort. Oh, yes, Akira-san, will you accept this? Aigis gave you something. Obtained charred screw. It is one of the parts that had to be replaced after I collapsed at the Moonlight Bridge. I asked Mitsuru-san to have it sent here. I have changed since then. I'm not afraid, and I won't give up. I'll get back on my feet as many times as it takes. I'll fight by your side and protect you. This is the proof. I wanted you to hold on to it. It's a part of me. I'm glad to be able to carry it with me then. If to live means to spend time with people you've forged relationships with, then I want my relationships with you to be the strongest of all. My connection to you is my reason for living. The thing that's most precious to me is to be at your side. Aigis has an innocent smile upon her face. Thou art I, and I am thou. The bond thou hast nurtured hath finally matured. The innermost power of the Aeon Arcana hath been set free. We bestow upon thee the ability to create Metatron, the ultimate form of the Aeon Arcana. The Aigis social link has reached its maximum level. You have mastered the Aigis social link. Forged a bond that cannot be broken. Metatron, attendant to the infinite. Akira-san, I actually have one more favor to ask. At the base of my neck, behind the knot of my ribbon, my most important component is located there. The source of the artificial psyche that makes me who I am. My emotional engine, the Papillon heart. It's extremely delicate, so I'm forbidden to expose it outside of the laboratory's clean room. I want you to touch it. If exposed to your skin oils and cell, your genetic information will most likely be burnt into it. Even so, I want you to do this. This feels so incredibly intimate. I want you to leave undelible proof in this body of the understanding that you and I have reached. Not as a memory that can be erased, but as something permanent. Something irrevocable. Aigis is gazing at you intently. Of course. Ah. I'm so happy. Well then. Oh, since you'll be coming into direct contact with my heart, I apologize in advance if I say something odd or make unusual noises. As a precaution, I will cut off motor functions to my arms and legs. Aigis casts her eyes downward shyly. Oh, well then, will you untie my ribbon? You spent a long time with Aigis. Together forever, huh?
Sup, dude?
Sup? 3 more days, man. I believe in you. We should go to Tartarus. We gotta be ready. We will. We will. The day is almost here. We'll talk to Fuka last, just 'cause. It's almost time. How are your preparations going? They're going great, actually. Good. We need to be fully prepared if we want to win. Not quite ready. That's okay. If you double your effort, you'll be able to fully prepare. Remember, we can't give up. It's gonna be the last battle, huh? Alright then, let's go to Tartarus, Akira. Yep, that is the plan. Wow, black coffee is really bitter. I heard that when I grow up, I'll acquire a taste for it. Do you think that's true? I don't know, maybe. You're right. No one knows about the future. Anyway, let's do our best. You're right. I don't know what I'm worrying about. Well, let's do our best so we can look forward to drinking coffee together. Note read. I failed the entrance exams. I have no reason to live. Police are ruling it a suicide over failing grade on his college entrance exams. There have been at least 8 reported cases of suicide as a result of the exams, and... Oof. My father couldn't stop the experiment from happening. When I close my eyes, I see his sad face, just like in that video. I gotta get rid of the dark hour and return a smile to his face. Yeah, we're gonna do it, Yukari. I don't know if you all realize this, but it's all gonna be over in a few days. We've been through so much together. But we can't think about that now. We have to concentrate on defeating Nyx. So let's get going to Tartarus. Yeah, of course. Fuka. You got anything new to say? Right now, Natsuki-chan is somewhere far from here, living courageously, so I will do the same. Hell yeah. Let's go. Okay. So... first thing we're gonna want to do is create Metatron. And for that, I need... Oh, well, it seems you've discovered each of the social links and formed strong bonds with them all. In order to have gotten on well with so many people, you must have worn many faces. Perhaps you'll find this useful, since you seem to be able to adopt any sort of face. A cipher like you should have this. Obtain the cipher's mask. With it, you'll be able to summon that persona. I'm interested to see what kind of persona results from this. I'll be looking forward to it. Me as well. I'm very much looking forward to it. But first... we have Uriel. I think we got rid of Michael. So we'll need Michael as well as Raphael And not Samael. I'll know it when I see it, unless I've already skipped past it. Or maybe I won't. I know it's Raphael. And Gabriel. And then Michael. Using up a lot of yen for this already. Alright, and then we fuse. We get, this is an interesting combination. And we can form Metatron. So, we need Elec Amp, Thunder Rain, and Spellmaster to all join in for this one. This might take a little bit, because it looks like I'm only getting one at a time now, if even that one. And I haven't even seen Spellmaster yet. I'm rarely getting Thunder Rain to inherit at all, which is a bit annoying considering that's the most important one. It's happened, but it's usually Elec Amp, sometimes Spellmaster. Occasionally I've gotten both Elec Amp and Spellmaster, and once I've gotten both Thunder Rain and Spellmaster, but I haven't gotten all three yet. And that's a bit unfortunate. Stop inheriting Mahama! Yeah, see, like, there's Spellmaster, there's Elec Amp, there's Elec Amp, there's Spellmaster. There's Elec Amp. There's Elec Amp. There's Elec Amp. There was Elec Amp again. There's Elec Amp. It's always Elec Amp. But Elec Amp is useless unless it comes with Thunder Rain. And again, I want all three. Elec Amp, Spellmaster. And I will get all three. I have more time than you do, game. I will outpatience you here, because if I don't outpatience it here, that's just gonna make my final thing, where I'm trying to get 8 skills onto Orpheus Telos, so much more painful, because there's gonna be another junk skill into the mix that I don't need, right? So I'd rather just spend the time here getting the annoying shit out of the way. Oh, thank God. This is like 2 days later. I stopped after like 30 minutes of doing that, and I came back to do this because I can't sleep, so I just like put on a movie and was just idly mashing this button until I got what I needed, and here it is. So Thunder Rain, Elec Amp, and Spellmaster. Let's make sure I press the correct button here. X. Yes, this persona is acceptable. Thank you so much. If it got a fusion accident there, I would have been livid. Okay, our Shining Blade, huh? I guess I'll get rid of Mahama, because that's fairly useless, I think. Do I want Elec Amp? Or, not Elec Amp. Of course I want Elec Amp. Do I want Repel Ice? May as well. Yeah. I don't like instant kill moves. No, I'll keep Repel Ice. That sounds fine. And I guess Repel Elec as well. Yeah, I probably won't be using God's Hand at all with Metatron. So yeah, that's fine. That's good. That's perfect. And now we register this persona immediately. And we can... I don't remember what Arcana it was, but we need to get Mithras, or just Mithra? Yeah, Mithra. There we go. And that should be what we need for our next fusion raid. So let us go and do that now, shall we? And then we can come back and we won't need Metatron anymore, so we can fuse Orpheus Telos, and that's going to take another age to get all of the skills I want, I'm sure. I don't need to grind, so let's just go in through the front door and do this on some unsuspecting level 1 shadow. That sounds fine. And so now with Metatron and Mithra's power, we can use Last Judge. Severe almighty damage, and it's just going to absolutely eviscerate these guys. They never saw it coming. Big hammer! Alright, Elizabeth, I have a request to turn in. I have confirmed your casting of the fusion spell Last Judge, a fierce blow with a gigantic hammer. Is this how the judges in your world dispense justice with their gavels? Not... kinda, but not quite. Yeah, let's register the 3 experience I got from that battle. And now that we're done that, we should get Trickster. So we'll need Loki and the Slayer of Yamata no Orochi. So, Susanoo. Do I have Susanoo, or do I need to fuse Susanoo? Susanoo's a fool, I think. So no, I don't have Susanoo. Shouldn't be that hard to fuse, though. I just gotta fuse these 3 up, I think. But before I do that, let's, okay, I already have Messiah. I know I already have Hallel and Metatron. Let's get all our ingredients for Orpheus Telos and get that out of the way. I already have Chio, so I just need Ashura and Thanatos then, right? I know Thanatos is death, and I definitely already skipped past it. I probably skipped past both of them. Yeah, there's Ashura. And then... Thanatos. And hoo boy, I'm gonna be here for a while, probably, so time to put my movie back on. I was, rewatching Scott Pilgrim, because the animation just came out, and I very much enjoyed that, so... felt it might be fun to just idly have it going again. Okay, Orpheus Telos. So, you get to inherit all 8 skills, and then it gets Victory Cry at level 97, which, what that does is it replenishes all your HP and SP after each battle, which is kinda neat, but also unnecessary. And see that Orpheus Telos is strong against every element, but doesn't negate any damage. Okay, let's try and get the skills I need. I'll be happy with like 7 out of 8 of them as long as I get all of my high priority skills. Oh, I also don't want to inherit any repel or like null skills because having those very much hurts you against the ultimate boss. So, like, repel elect and repel ice both coming in. That's awful. Oh, that's a pretty good one. Because it has... It has all my unnegotiable skills. So, Thunder Rain, Unshaken Will, and Spellmaster. And then my 2 highest priority skills below that, Salvation and High Counter. Plus, it doesn't have any skills that I'll have to get rid of, like Absorb or Null. I'm a bit sad we don't get Enduring Soul for the free revive, or, what's it called? Or Elec Amp for more Thunder Rain damage, but you know what? This is pretty good. I'm happy with this one. I don't think I'm going to get anything better than this for a long time. And it's already been a while. This is another one of those I came back the day later things. So yeah, I'll go with that. And take this as a lesson where fighting Elizabeth in FPS is kind of a preparation nightmare. A lot easier to do in Portable because, again, you can just inherit all of the skills that you want. Something's about to happen to Megiddola? Yeah, because we have Morningstar already, so Megidola's redundant. Maybe this will give me something I want. Eh! Sure, why not? We'll take those. Alright, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm content with that. Let's register that and save. Well, we'll save later. But yeah, let's register that. And now let's fuse Susano, which I think just requires... Let me double check, because it requires 6 Fool personas. I just don't know which ones, so I can just go and check the 6 cross fusion, but it'll be easier to do this. So, Loki. Decarabia. Ulse. Black Frost. Legion. And regular Orpheus. Who just has Bash. And then we can fuse all of these together to get Susano. I'm not going to spend a lot of time doing this. I just want to see what I can get from this. If I can get anything. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a lot of cool skills that I can inherit. This will probably be the best one. We'll do this. Sure, why not? Susano, ready for action! And that gets us Vorpal Blade, and Vorpal Blade's pretty good. Susano might be a decent physical persona to have, because heavy slash damage all foes with a bonus for great. Tetrakarn's nice. We'll get rid of Assault Dive. That's basically useless. And regenerate 3, huh? Yeah. That's all pretty good. Okay, now let's take out Loki and go and do that fusion request, shall we? Or fusion raid request rather. We are now able to use Trickster, which inflicts random ailments on all foes, huh? Alright. That doesn't sound very useful to me. But, yeah, a Jack-in-the-Box? Sure, man. Alright, good night. Jesus Christ. It's because they're level 1, but that's still a lot of damage. I have confirmed your casting of the fusion spell Trickster, the jack-in-the-box that Loki and Susanoo made. What could be inside? A box like that sleeps deep inside your heart, and you never know what will come out of it. Please accept your reward. Okay, and what is next? Infinity! You need Ananta as well as the persona who rested on its back. So, Vishnu. Do I have either of these personas? Vishnu is Sun. Okay, yes, I do. And then Ananta is Aeon, who I don't have. Okay. How can I fuse Ananta with things I have? Let's see. Nidhogg. No, because I don't have Anubis. Another Nidhogg one. Sparna. Okay, do I have Kumbanda? Okay, looks like I have the ones I need. So I need Kumbanda, Sparna, running out of money real fast, and Nidhogg. And this should, in theory, get me Ananta. Yes. Aw, man. Bringing the Vishnu and Ananta's fusion raid is important for the ultimate boss. But it also sucks because of one of the rules the ultimate boss has. So, you cannot drain, null, or reflect any element that the boss is about to use, nor can you drain, null, or reflect more than 2 elements at any point. So if you cast the fusion raid from Vishnu, who has 3 of those, you just automatically lose. You have to cast it from Ananta, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. Whatever here is fine. Yeah. Okay, so Infinity is a rather expensive skill. It's like 1/3 of your SP, about. A little less. But yeah, invulnerability for 1 turn. So you can just throw down an Infinity and you will null all damage. So this thing will attack me, completely blocked. Pretty neat, pretty helpful if you anticipate a lot of damage coming in at one point. I have confirmed your casting of the fusion spell Infinity. Before the world was created and until the very end, Vishnu slept on Ananta's back. It must be very comfortable lying on those scales. Please accept your reward. Okay. That's got the requests. Looks like we have 2 more then. So we have Ardhanari, who we need Parvati together with her husband. So Shiva. Oh god, do I have Shiva? I know I have Parvati. She's right here. What was Shiva's Arcana again? Tower, right? Yeah, I don't have Shiva. Let me get a fusion recipe up real quick. There seems to be only 1 recipe for Shiva. Barong and Rangda, apparently. I feel like that's in... I feel like there should be more. But if it works, then it works, right? Oh, this must be a special fusion that you need an item for. It just happens to have But, like, it's usually... You usually don't see a special fusion with only 2 options, other than, like, Messiah with Orpheus and Thanatos. So, like, I'm like, this is weird. I don't think I'm gonna get any useful skills on him out of this. Because it's only 2 personas, and they're relatively weak comparatively. So we'll just do that. Oh, that is... He's schmoovin'. Big fan of this guy. And he's holding an item within himself, yeah? Out of curiosity, what's his bond item? The Rudra ring, huh? Which halves the HP cost for physical skills. Okay. That's kind of useful. Not what I need, though. Might be useful to put on, like, Junpei or something, if I wanted to. Or Aigis, even. But I want Aigis to have the null charm thing, so that she doesn't heal mixed full health. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Ardinari deals massive fire damage to all foes, huh? Burn them. Whew. Oh yeah, they're incinerated. Goodbye. Doesn't do as much damage as just my physical attack, but they're gone. It doesn't matter. I have confirmed your casting of the fusion spell Ardinari. The fire is so strong that it reduces everything to cinders. This could be a disaster in the kitchen, so don't get fired away. Harness the sun to bake cookies. You must. Okay. Let's register those. Why not? And I have to check something. I do not. I do not have Satan. Well, I have one last request to accept. Armageddon. You will need Satan and the one who is called the Morning Star. Specifically Hallel in this one. I think in the original it's Lucifer, because Hallel wasn't there yet. But you need Hallel. Well, before I do anything, let's see if I can fuse Satan with anything I have, because I don't have enough room to pull things. Let's see if just anything I have that I'm not using, really, can lead to Satan. We can get rid of Vishnu and Ananta for Satan. I'll come back to that, because I would like to get rid of ones that I'm not using, but that's good to know. Scotty, Vishnu, and Ganesha gets... Yeah, I'll go with that. And just resummon Vishnu later. Because I'm not using Scotty, I don't think. Yeah, that's fine. And he repels 2 things. Neat. And then, of course, we need Hallel. Okay, so Okay, I'm just double checking him to make sure that he doesn't have more than one null skill. Because if I had accidentally built him with more, that would have been unfortunate. I'd have to fuse him again and get rid of him somehow. But no, he's good. We take these. Okay, so now we have Armageddon. So Armageddon is... Oh, is this because I have Spellmaster? It must be. I didn't know it worked like that. Really? Interesting. So... That's incredibly good to know. So Armageddon is very special. Typically, it costs all of your SP. And what it does is you use it. You use normally all of your SP, but apparently Spellmaster reduces that to half. And it does 9,999 damage to all enemies. Which is more HP than basically any enemy in the game has, except the ultimate boss. The final boss technically has more, but the final boss has multiple forms, so it doesn't work. It is required to kill the ultimate boss. This is non-negotiable. You need it. But I'm going to put the limitation on myself that I will not be using this on any enemy except the final boss, just because I think that, or I will not be using this on any enemy, including the final boss, rather, because I think that's lame. I think that's boring. I would rather fight the final boss straight up. But you can, once you reach the final boss's final form, or if you have Spellmaster final 2 forms, you can just use Armageddon on it and you win. Or if you have SP recoveries, I guess you can just spam it. I will not be doing that. Again, you need it for the ultimate boss. That will be the only other time I will be using that skill. But if you want to make the game just a complete joke, the ultimate power of Armageddon. Please be very careful when using this, for the sake of the whole world. And our final reward is a Plume of Dusk, huh? I believe that, like, works as a free life. Interesting. But yes, so now we have completed every single request except for request 55, which is the ultimate boss. And which we will be doing on New Game Plus. That is when it appears, right? I don't think there's any special reward for getting all of the requests done in one playthrough, so it's not necessary for me to do them all again. However, we do it. With that in mind, though, I actually don't think your party members' equipment carries over to New Game Plus. So, Junpei, just to check. Okay, you have a Zweihander, that's fine. Because if he had the special katana from Monad, I'd want that back, so I don't have to hunt for it again. That said, there is one more thing that I want to do here, and I'm gonna save first. So there is a particular... Okay, good, I do have Ashura. There is a particular fusion or a bond item that I want to get. And that will be from... So I fuse Ashura with Ananta, right? For Alilot, yeah. I can also do it with Susano or Orpheus Telos. In the interest of not having to spend even more money to bring back Ananta, I will do it with Susano, because I don't think there's anything on Susano that I particularly need. Yeah, that'll be fine. I'm not doing it with Orpheus Telos. any of this is fine. I just need Olilot's bond item. Because while I won't be using it against the final boss, this one will be another one that's very, very useful for the ultimate boss. Looks like it's getting just skills for repelling all physical damage, huh? That's kind of fun. Okay. She didn't get the bond item this time? Okay. Well, time to reload the save and fuse her again until she gives me the bond item I want. Oh, there we go. Now that it has its heart item, now we just gotta level it up until it gives it to us. And I won't be using this against the final boss, but it's gonna be invaluable against the ultimate boss. Okay. No, regenerate is fine. Let me think about this more. Mind charge, sure. And yes, why would you ever not allow it to continue? Why is that an option? Of course I want the item. That's what I'm doing this for. And for it, we get the Divine Pillar. And I don't know if I explained this already. My mind has been kind of awful grinding, but yes, it lowers your damage received by half, I'm pretty sure. Which is a significant amount, but you can't dodge. But, like, that's fine. So, yeah. That's, like, awesome. Honestly. So that'll probably be the item I'm using against the ultimate boss. Because that boss does a lot of damage, I'm gonna be real. And out of curiosity, since this will be the last time I'm in Tartarus before we go up at the end of the year, what are we at? Level 96? Level 96? Damn, 62, 66, 97. I'm not worried at all. We're overpowered for this. I'll freely admit that. Anyway, on that note, let's end off the episode here. In the next one, we're moving into Endgame. So, thank you so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, consider subscribing and leaving a like on the way out. But until then, have a fantastic day, alright? See you then.